on the 12th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Baylor's offense will get the first swing of the game. These two have a lot more in common than they would care to admit, so when you get a chance to break your rival's heart, it feels really good. And the last time they met, TCU did just that.
It was tight. Baylor fans still angry because they felt some calls didn't go their way, but at the end of the day, it was TCU making the plays they needed to make. But David, TCU knows they're going to be facing a very motivated Baylor squad.
No doubt about it, and they're ready to put a streak together. They're ready to win a bunch of these rivalry games in a row. Talking to them, they feel like they're the better team with a better program, and they're going more in a positive direction.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Escaping, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. White wants to throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So TCU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. If you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just keep slinging it. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Fit it in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. White going to attack through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Horned Frog! How about this defense taking one back to the house? And the extra point makes it 14-0. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this team.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. White wants to throw it. Avoids pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Porter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. TCU has it back in the horn Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. And the Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
White going to attack through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pat.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Quarterback making checks. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Milner. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Horned Frogs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Simon. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. White wants to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Simon. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the bootleg and rolling out.
And this guy has been...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Finds the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down.
He's looking deep. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Rodgers. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. The Bears will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback moving. On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to X.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my lead...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sacked at the 7.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close. close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The give to the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Rushes on him. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking to get it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He's got him. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bears will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. There's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second and very short here for the offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Milner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. They just keep firing. And the misconnection on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind...
Trying to get it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Caught over the middle. It's Milner. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Milner. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. New set of downs after the completion. Making side adjustments here. He's got him still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of